What's going on, my peoples? I go by the name of the Sorcerer. I'm now going to be doing a reading, and I've got my calling cards to figure out the theme of the reading. So if it resonates, you know, you know the dealio. So I've got the calling cards. Just gonna place them here, and I'm going to pick a message from your spirit guides about a worry you have. So a message from your spirit guides about a worry you have. Hope everybody's okay. I've had a little break and I feel rejuvenated, but now I'm ready to give everybody readings, or if anybody wants a reading from me, just let me know. Obviously, through my accounts, just message me. All right, let's see what's going on. All right, I'm now going to be shuffling. I hope everybody's okay. Excuse if you can hear the background noise. I live next to an airport. It's just one of those things. Right, this is a message from your spirit guides about a worry you have. Let's see. Well, let's go and say what I always say. If it resonates, I hope it helps. If not, send it back to the universe. Energy is fluid. We keep on shining and we stay rising. Right. A message from your spirit guides about a worry you have. I'm going to be doing a Celtic cross spread. Interesting. All right, let's get into the reading. So, the theme of the reading is a message from your spirit guides. Well, yes, a message from your spirit guides about a worry you have, and it's the card. The theme is about relationships, or the inability. My intuition is telling me the inability to give your emotions to someone, and that is through the Knight of Cups in reverse. And that's at the starting point. It's due to a place of hurt. It's due to a place of a time when you've waited for a very long time with the Nine of Wands, and it's a place of no hope. I believe with the card you've got it paired. Excuse me, with the Five of Pentacles, and when you have those two together, my intuition is telling me that there isn't a mistrust through a a time in your life, you know, and you have been told by your spirit guides that the reason why you are the way you are, and the reason why they have concerns about these particular worries, is because you have felt in your past um, a mistrust, and that is through experiences of feeling isolated, that is experience of feeling being pushed to the side, and that's an experience of you've had to have waited. You've had experiences of waiting for a time where you've been feeling that there are promises, broken promises over hurt. Broken promises over situations you feel unjust, over situations where you feel like you've been waiting for a long time over nothing. Now, in your present moment, you've got the Five of Pentacles again. So it comes from a place of where you feel undervalued. It comes from a place of you feeling isolated, as I said, and it comes from a place of you've been neglected. And that is the worries that you have. That's what your spirit guides are telling you in this moment in time. At this moment in time, your spirit guides are telling you that the reason why you're feeling the way you are is because from your past, you are feeling this particular pain because of neglect. And this comes from a situation over arguments that we had previously in your life, that is still connected in the present. Now, the challenge is what you've got to do, which what your spirit guide is telling you to do, is that you've got to maintain a governance, within your life. You've got to be a referee in your own life and say that this has got to stop. This I must take control of. This needs to be taken an action of, because you've got the Emperor with the Knight of Swords. That I must take control back into my life. The reason why you feel like there's a spiral, and that's what my intuition is telling me, a spiral of not being able to feel the control because of you feeling isolated in the past over situations, is because there isn't enough of yourself to referee the situation. And what's rocking the soul is family ties. I believe it's situations where you've got the 10 of Pentacles, and you've also got the 6 of Pentacles in reverse, and that's over you overgiving and not receiving. So there's an imbalance of feelings, there's an imbalance of you being taken advantage of. It's effectively you giving so much where you've rinsed yourself, if that makes any sense, or you've completely and utterly squeezed every last drop, and that's from an emotional or financial. A lot of people feel financially and emotionally, that those are the two things, but I'm going to go as far as to say that they're both. Because the 10 of Pentacles isn't just about money, it's about everything with effort, as well as with the 6 of Pentacles is about the effort of giving and taking. And it looks like that you've been overgiving and you've been taken advantage of, and it's telling you now, your spirit guides, is to be the referee in your own life with the Emperor. This is a time where it's a case of you taking action into your life and saying enough is enough. You've got the Moon card in your past section with the Empress in reverse. And for me, that is a case of you having long nights of thinking of how you felt undervalued during the situation. And what your spirit guides is advising you is to basically flip the script. Wheel of Fortune. Flip the script from the situation of you having a victim mentality to being more proactive. Channel your energy. It's the time for now for you to channel your energy. Take it as experience. Take the gold away from the pain and the gold away from the past, and learn it. And learn it as a part of your discernment when you're going forwards. It's tough. And I think this is very, sometimes in life you have to go through these situations, and you have to understand that there are ultimately lessons for you, but to grow and to become a better person, a better being from this experience, or else it'll be a continuous cycle of pain, and it's not worth it. It wouldn't be worth it at all. But it's saying now is the time for you to really, stop overthinking and I'd say, having a lot of victim mentality, and it's time for you to take the proactive approach. Now, what's crowning your moment is the Hermit. That's what crowning you, followed by the Seven of Cups, and this is about you making choices. You see, as you can see with the Hermit, he's got the lantern with the lamp, and the lantern and the light is beaming, and you can see with the Seven of Cups over here, it's about, there's a specific light behind the cup, and for me, it's about you making these past experiences, and that's what your spirit guide is telling you to use these experiences about the worries that you have, and make decisions based on your discernment. And that's what it comes down to. Make decisions, but make sure you discern the situation, and know that you've got to have that refereeing element in your life, and you saying, if you feel like you need to say no, you need to say no. And that's what it comes down to. Your incoming future is one that of you yourself. This is the Page of Pentacles, followed by the Three of Pentacles. And for me, my intuition is telling me that you're now going to be delivering the message of you, after you get this message from your spirit guides saying enough's enough. When it comes to money, you can't overgive to the point where you're going to burn yourself from both sides, but emotionally, you can't overgive as well, because you're going to burn yourself from both sides. I think it's a case of you understanding that, now it's the time for you to stop thinking about everyone else and more about you within. There might be issues where, as I said, we've got the Five of Wands in your previous card, where there could be arguments, but now's the time for you to avoid any arguments and actually think about your situation. And it's tough when it comes to friends and family, but you've got to look after you, and you've got to have that emperor mentality where you're saying, no, I shan't not, and I can't not, and I need you to understand that respectfully, and that's you deliberating that message, making it crystal clear and concise. Yourself, you've got the Ten of Wands, followed by the Two of Wands in reverse, and this is a time for you to release. This is what the message that you're getting from your spirit guides. There are illusions. This whole situation is technically, yes, it's very damaging from a point of view that's it's hurting you, in terms of your mental health, or it could be an element of you having issues with your family. But it's all about you breaking that issue down one by one. The moment you break that issue one by one in bite-sized pieces, I say bite-sized pieces because you can't just deal with all issues all at once. I don't advise that. I don't do that myself, and I wouldn't advise that with anyone. That will stop you from having the negative aspect of what's going on. You blocking yourself because of you having these sense of illusions that are there. These problematic illusions that you've created. It's just removing the load away. Removing the stress, alleviating yourself from the stress. And when you do so, you'll have foresight. You can't have foresight when you're literally have blinders on you. You can't. You have to take a step back as well. And you've also got to remove any obstacles that are there, i.e. problems. One at a time, though. I advise you, one at a time. And when you do so, you've got the Three of Wands, where you will have the foresight and you'll have the vision of expanding. But it's all about you eliminating the current issues that are there now in order for you to have the pathway going forwards in your future. In the people around you, what the spirit guides saying about, what worries you have are that of you have people around you that would find a way to sort of, with the Page of Cups, charm their way, like, it's okay, they will say, sweet nothings or charm their way into basically getting what they want. But and this is their way of, this is a plan that they've always had with the Hangman. This is premeditated. This is an idea that they've had for a long time, and they probably felt like they could take advantage from you. And I feel like this is a family situation, but it's all about you finding a way to govern that situation. This is a chance for you to say no. What you fear, you've got the Moon in reverse, and I associate the Moon with reverse when the waters are toxic. So you fear. This is what your spirit guides, are telling you, that you fear that a lot of stuff are going to be said about you, and you fear that it's going to basically affect you in terms of like your reputation. But now's the time to literally, the advice is to literally focus on the road ahead, and that's working on the road ahead, clearing your pathways. You're always gonna have critics. Even with success, they always have critics. It's about you deciphering and discerning yourself away from that, using better judgment calls on the situation. So I'd advise you just to focus on you. Let people make the noise. It will be tomorrow's newspaper. No, I mean, excuse me. Let people make the noise. It will be yesterday's newspaper, not tomorrow's, but yesterday's newspaper. Nobody, like, they can moan, but as long as you just put your foot down and say no, then you'll see the changes. But it all starts from you. Your outcome, the Eight of Swords, followed by the Temperance card. I associate the Eight of Swords, when in reverse, as a matter of release. The feeling of release, the feeling of letting go, the feeling of being in a position where you'll see that it's just an illusion of your thoughts and minds. And when you remove it from your thoughts and minds, you'll see that you've been guided. You are guided by Archangel Michael to go forth and just carry on. And this is the making of you and not the ending of you. This is part of your release. This is part of you understanding that this was all in the process for you to becoming stronger, and for you to remain in balance during the situation, having all four elements of fire, wind, earth, water. I say so: fire, wind, earth, and water. Excuse me. Of you being at one, and understanding that this was all a process for you to be stronger in this situation, and you having a bit of a smile going forwards, and having that area of saying, you know what, I'm just going to be me. What I love about the Page of Swords, the Page of Swords is he goes about his business with a smile on his face, and that's what the essence of what your spirit guides want you to do. They're worried about you, but essentially they're worried about you because they want to see a smile on your face, and you will see a smile on your face. But it's all about you listening to your guides, your spirit guides. All right. I hope you enjoyed that reading. I send you love, peace, and light. I go by the name of the Sorcerer. Take care.
Sorcerer.